Do you always feel tired? Do you have a long list of things to do but can't seem to muster the energy? Even though I get plenty of sleep on weekends and don't have any cold symptoms, I still feel exhausted every day. Despite not doing much during the day, I constantly feel like I'm running out of energy, plagued by a persistent sense of fatigue. If you experience the above symptoms, you need to pay attention because you might be suffering from chronic mental fatigue. Today, let's discuss what causes our mental fatigue. Why do you always feel tired? What is the fundamental reason behind this? Continuous work, endless learning, and a variety of entertainment fill our days. Especially in this fast-paced era, the rapid development of global innovation networks has significantly changed our lifestyles. In the past, one job might have been enough for each of us. Now, if you randomly ask someone on the street about their job, there's a 50% chance they'll tell you what their main job is, what their side hustle is, or how many jobs they juggle. It's clear that relying on a single income is no longer sufficient, and many must work overtime to increase their earnings. More importantly, in the past, we could actively choose our entertainment, but today, entertainment is no longer as simple. Previously, our entertainment choices included playing games we liked, engaging in sports we enjoyed, going to karaoke, reading books, etc. However, in today's era, much of our entertainment is no longer actively chosen by us. We are unknowingly being entertained passively, and this is one of the reasons you become easily tired. You are addicted to tittytainment. Our phones play a crucial role in our lives. Today, living without a phone or Wi-Fi is nearly impossible. This powerful device handles all aspects of our lives. However, it is also the most direct source of tittytainment. For example, if you like games, you can play them on your phone. If you enjoy binge-watching shows, countless movie reviews are at your fingertips. If you like attractive people, you can watch them for free on your phone. This is the characteristic of social media. It predicts what you are interested in based on your browsing history and precisely pushes the content you like. This process of satisfying our desires with little effort is called tittytainment. Each time we experience this short-term pleasure, our brain releases dopamine, giving us a rush of excitement. However, the most frightening part is that our brain, wanting to continue experiencing this dopamine-induced excitement and pleasure, makes it hard for us to stop. Thus, we keep playing games, watching shows, and scrolling through social media. You can get what you like almost instantly by just opening your phone. Under the power of today's algorithms, we are more like being fed. Social media is like a cage, and we, the users, are like pigs in a pen. These powerful algorithms unleash our desires. While scrolling on our phones, our desires are constantly being fed and indulgently satisfied. Our brain awaits an endless supply of dopamine, leading to addiction without us realizing it, eventually causing our lives to spiral out of control. This is why you keep scrolling through your phone over and over. It seems like you're doing something, but it also feels like you're doing nothing. And at the end of the day, you're surrounded by a certain fatigue, ending the day with guilt. There's a saying, give a weak person continuous sex, good food, and cheap entertainment, and they'll throw all their ambitions out the window. If you want to destroy someone's dreams, the simplest way is to keep them in their comfort zone. Second reason you easily become tired is psychological exhaustion. Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos once said in an interview, "Stress doesn't come from working hard, it comes from not taking action on something you can control." This is why many people have procrastination issues. Procrastination stems from anxiety, and anxiety comes from ignoring things that shouldn't be ignored. We must understand that we have psychological energy, like how introverted people feel fatigued after attending several social events, even though they haven't done much physically. This fatigue often requires a long period of solitude to recover. Extroverts, on the other hand, derive their psychological energy from external sources. Long periods of solitude can be exhausting for them, while introverts find solitude comfortable and enjoyable. This is psychological energy. Each of us has different levels of psychological energy. Anything beyond your comfort zone is a form of psychological consumption. To avoid this consumption, our brain subconsciously chooses not to do it or to procrastinate, especially when faced with tasks we dislike or even detest. For example, if you hate your current job but need the income, you tend to avoid anything related to work after hours to relieve the anxiety and fear associated with your job. This leads to staying up late playing on your phone, binge-watching shows, and gaming to compensate. As a result, you end up physically tired from staying up late, in addition to the mental exhaustion from work. Day after day, life falls into a vicious cycle. Psychological energy consumption is more significant than physical energy consumption. This is why I always encourage people to start their businesses if possible. The essence of this advice is to allow you to do what you truly love. When you enjoy something, you are naturally willing to invest more time and effort, avoiding self-consumption. So, when you find that you can't be disciplined no matter what you do, you must pay attention. It may be due to these 3 negative psychological energies: anxiety, worry, and fear. To avoid these negative energies and consumption, your brain chooses to procrastinate or even escape. To stop this negative cycle, you either need to make your work more interesting or switch to a job you genuinely enjoy and can immerse yourself in. The third one, constant task switching. One reason you're exhausted is that you have too many things you want to do. In 2009, Professor Sophie Leroy of the University of Washington published a study stating that whenever you switch from task A to task B, your focus doesn't fully transfer. Part of your brain remains focused on task A. This is why you can't concentrate no matter how hard you try, because your brain isn't ready to fully shift its focus. Our brains can't focus on 2 things at once. Constantly switching tasks gives us the illusion of having accomplished a lot. But the truth is, this not only fails to improve our efficiency, but often prevents us from doing any one thing well. Over the years of entrepreneurship, I've encountered many people, and I've noticed differences between those who achieve results and those who don't. People who achieve results don't change their goals easily. Once they set a goal, they stick to it regardless of the obstacles and difficulties along the way. They often do things well, even to the extreme, showing remarkable focus. They do one thing at a time or stick to one thing for a long time. Those who don't achieve results are the opposite. They tend to complete tasks rather than do them well, focusing on finishing rather than excelling. This is like handing in homework. If you aim to just finish it, you won't get good grades. Your results are determined by the teacher or the market, not by whether you finished. The same principle applies to work. To achieve results, you need to do things better than others, even stand out. This is why some people achieve astonishing results while others don't, despite doing the same tasks. In conclusion, the pervasive sense of fatigue we experience today is not merely a result of physical exhaustion, but a complex interplay of factors, including the addictive nature of passive entertainment, psychological energy drain, and the detrimental effects of constant task switching. To combat this chronic mental fatigue, it is crucial to recognize and address these underlying issues. By limiting our dependence on instant gratification from digital devices, managing our psychological energy more effectively, and focusing our efforts on fewer, more meaningful tasks, we can regain control over our lives and restore our energy levels. Ultimately, finding joy and fulfillment in what we do, whether through work or personal pursuits, is key to overcoming this pervasive sense of exhaustion and leading a more balanced, energized life. Thanks for watching Wisdom Tree. Wishing you a wonderful day.